Yeah, well, guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It depends with the time zone wherever you are watching this my video from. My name is Bernard Anudo, and guys, if this is your first time discovering this my YouTube channel, please kindly support me by subscribing and give a video like and share. Please don't leave my video without give a like. It is not by forcing, but it is just a request. Yeah, guys, it is a second day of the month, and it is the first Sunday of the week that God has given to me and each of everyone. I thank God for that a wonderful time and a special day that He has given to me to talk or to share with you a word. Yeah, guys, in this particular place, I'm not in our home or in our area, but I'm in the area called Dago area. This particular place is called Dago area. I'm on my way. I want to go somewhere, but I just decided to show you this area before I go to a particular place that I'm going. Yeah, these things you see in this my side here is sugarcane, and the other side here is also a sugarcane. This is the garden of sugarcane. This area is good and it looks good, and by the way, it is different with that our area. Yeah, during these days, because we are in March, and most of us, this is the month that many people are preparing their gardens and waiting for the rain, so that when rain will come, people will go to their gardens and plant the various things that they have uh, planned to plant. But right now, I think you can see here, this is the garden which has already prepared. The owner of this garden is just now waiting for the rain, so that once rain will rain, he will plant something which he is plant. But guys, by the way, if you check at this our area, sorry, this area, not our area, this area, most of the gardens are the sugarcane gardens. If you look it upside there, those are the sugarcane gardens, and if you look even the other side here, these are the sugarcane gardens, and if you look even the other side of the river there, those one are also sugarcane garden. Yeah, most of the people here in this area are like to plant the sugarcane, because this is the cash crop of this area. This is the cash crop of this area. By the way, it is good. Sugarcane is good because it helping us to pay even the school fee easily. Because if you have the sugarcane, Even though it takes so many days, because the sugarcane take almost 500 days or 1.5 year to be mature. It is different with the other crops like maize. You know, maize, it takes 3 to 5 months, and it is ready. If it takes 5 months, it is ready. You can use it for cooking, or you can change it to money, or you can take it to pay for a school fee, or you can change it to money so that you can buy anything that you need. So, by the way, maize is good, but most of it we are using it for food. The other thing which is good is beans. Beans also, we are planting the beans, but beans is good than those other crops because beans is taking only 3 months, and it is ready. And like nowadays, we have so many types of beans, but the cheapest one by now is 200 shillings per 2 tin, per 2 kg, 1 tin, which contain 2 tins. It is 200 shillings. That's the cheapest one. And there's another one which is now 400 per tin. So it is also good. But most of us are like to plant the sugarcane because even though sugarcane is taking so long, but the goodness of it is you can take its money once. That's the difference between sugarcane and beans or maize, because you know, maize you can even take 10 tins or one sack and sell, and the remaining one you can keep in the house. And beans also, you can take even 1 tin or 10 tins you can sell, and the remaining ones you can leave in the house. And it is not easy to plan with it because maybe you leave there one sack, and sometimes maybe you lack food. You can take that beans and cook it like food. So it is not easy for it to plant with it. But you know, sugarcane, there's nobody who can go to the sugarcane garden and cut it and say that I cut all the sugarcane in the garden, I use it like a food. Sugarcane, you cannot use it like a food. That is the reason why most or many people are like the sugarcane, because it is not easy to misuse it, because you cannot say that let me take part of it and sell, and the remaining one I will sell another time or another day. You must wait it until it mature, and once it is mature, uh, uh, that's the time that you can take it to shell and you plant with the money that you get from the sugarcane. So it is easy for sugarcane to plant with it. You can plant the sugarcane and you say that after this my sugarcane, uh, once it will be mature, I will take the money to buy motorbike or to build the house or to pay the school fee. Yeah, you can plan with it because its money is come together. Yeah, and another thing, another advantage of sugarcane, sugarcane, you can cut it 3 times, and once you plant it, like this one here, I think you see like this garden here, this one here, this one here is not yet ready, but you can sell it. You can go to somebody who has money and explain to him or explain to her the problem that you have, and you tell him that I have a sugarcane garden. If you can go and buy, yeah, he can come and buy that sugarcane garden. He only buy that sugarcane garden, not the garden, but the sugarcane is what he can buy, and you can agree with him, or you can do agreement with him or with her. How many times does he want to cut that sugarcane? But you can even do agreement to cut that sugarcane 3 times. But once you have agreed that he can cut it 3 times, he can give you a lot of money. So that's the advantage of the sugarcane. But if you are agreed with him that he can cut it 3 times, meaning he will be there until 6 years, because the sugarcane can finish 5 years or 6 years in the garden. So you have to, if you agreed with somebody to take your sugarcane, he can be there in your garden for after 5 or 6 months, well, 6 years. It depends now. It depends with how you do the agreement. So that's the advantage of the sugarcane. And another thing, it has a disadvantage, but not many. But most of it has advantage, because if you can wait for it until it can be matured, you can wait for it. And if you cannot wait for it, you can sell it. And the maize, you cannot sell it while in the garden. Once you plant the maize, you cannot call somebody to buy it if you have not harvested it. Yeah, maize, once you have planted it, you must wait for it until the maturity day and harvest it. But if you decide to sell it in the garden, that one we call it in our language lana. Lana in our language, yani that is Kiswahili lana. So the maize or the beans, it is not good to sell it in the garden. You must wait for it and harvest it and take it to home, and you plan with it if you have already harvested it. So guys, that is the difference, or that's the advantage of the sugarcane, and that's the reason why many people, you can get somebody have only even 0.2 or half an acre, and all of his garden he put sugarcane, all of it. Like the way I think you see the other side here, guys. This garden here, I think you can see where it starts from. It starts from the gate of home over there, and it goes up to down the river. I think you see this road is passing in between but it passes up to the river down there, which means that the owner of this garden has no maize in his garden, has no beans in this garden. Yeah, I think that's the reason why somebody can take all of his garden and put the sugarcane without the maize. Like nowadays, maize in one tin is 70 shillings. You can manage to buy even one tin every day, and you plan with your garden. You can plant the sugarcane all of your garden, and you plan with it. Say that I want to plant the sugarcane of this in this all my garden, and once it will be mature, I will take that money to school, or I will take that money to buy anything that you need. So guys, that's the reason why many people are mostly depend on planting the sugarcane than the maize, because maize is a food crop. Yeah, and the sugarcane is a cash crop. Like nowadays, there's so many companies which are using the sugarcanes, and that's the reason why the demand of sugarcane is now high. So this is why many people have decided to plant it, because the demand of it is now high. It has a high demand because of many companies which are now in this our country of Kenya. Like here in Migori County, we have a company called Sony Sugar. It is crushing the sugar. In Homa Bay County also we have Ndewa company also is crushing the sugar, and Rift Valley we have also Transmara company, and Kisumu County also we have Kibos company. So it is like all of these our counties has the machines, the companies that are manufactured the sugarcane. So it is just like the way I told you that Migori has a company Sony. We have our neighbor here. The neighbor of Migori is Rift Valley, has a Transmara company. Another neighbor of Migori County is Homa Bay County, also has a Ndewa company, and the neighbor of Homa Bay is Kisumu County, also has Kibos company. So that is the reason why the demand of sugarcane is so high, and it is different with the days back, because the days back you can even plant the sugarcane, and the sugarcane can even get dried in the garden. But nowadays something like that cannot happen because of the many companies that are using the sugarcane. They are crushing the sugarcane and they manufacture the sugar. So that is why the demand of the sugarcane is nowadays is high, and that is the reason why many people are taking most of people are taking almost all of the land and plant the sugarcane. So guys, from there, uh, I would like to finish. Yeah, guys, from there I would like to finish. But my humble request before I finish, because I see the wind is too more. The wind is more. So before I ended this my video, I have a request, like the way I say as I started, that please, my humble request is to you direct. Please consider supporting me by subscribing, share, and give a like to all my videos. Thank you, God willingly, we shall meet.